All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Hope everybody having a great Monday, man. It's Monday. Y'all know I'm on my motivation stuff on Monday, man. We got to get it. We got to get going. Stay focused. Work hard. Start the week off right. If you're at work or working from home, however you're working, just maximize your day, man. Let's maximize our Monday and set the tone for the rest of the week. All right, that's my motivational speak. But the question right now is, and what's going on is, should the Lakers extend Frank Vogel? I'm thinking so, man. I think so. I don't think, as much as we like to credit LeBron and AD for who they are, and they deserve it, you got to give Frank Vogel some credit for this. He took a team that could be a powerhouse offensively and turned them into a defensive focused team. And all the players bought in. And you got to give him credit for handling such a turbulent NBA season. Right? Like he went from everything being normal to dealing with the death of Kobe, which was heavy on that team, and dealing with all of that around that time. And right after that, boom, everything shut down on him. So then they had to adjust to, and I'm giving him this credit, but I know all teams had to go through this. But, it just felt like for the Lakers, it was incident after incident after incident, and none of it was really positive. So for him to keep the team together for him to have the respect, right? Like LeBron even said, he earned his respect when he played against them when he was the coach of Indiana. For him to have the respect of a player like LeBron and AD and everyone listened to him and they kind of galvanized, especially after Kobe passed. They kind of took that and you got to give him credit. He kind of took that as a rally cry and said, let's do it for Kobe. He embraced that Mamba mentality. You know what I'm saying? He embraced it. And so you got to love him. You got to love that about him. He took, am I the only one that remember the talking heads? The Lakers are the most dysfunctional franchise. They got a horrible head coach. Who's running the Lakers? Jeannie Buss may be so much over her head. The Clippers, no dissing, but I'm just saying what was said. The Clippers is the best ran organization. They got Doc Rivers and they got Jerry West and they got Steve Ballmer, and it's a hell of a team. Don't get me wrong, but it was every opportunity to take and make it. And let's talk about this. Let's think about the fact that Frank Vogel was originally touted to just be a placeholder to Jason Kidd takes the reins. That's what that was. He was, people may, he was willing to sign a 3-year deal. Tyronn Lue wasn't signing a 3-year deal. Frank Vogel just happy to have a job. Frank Vogel I think it was the Magic he was the coach of before. After Indiana, he was horrible there. Things weren't right. This is not the man for the job. They let Tyronn Lue go, and all of these things that was said, and they took every ounce of that right on the chin and said, "Okay, let's go." And he stayed focused. None of that bothered him, and now he's an NBA champion. Hey, you can say all the things you want to say, but for one, you notice at his introductory press conference, LeBron James was there. He was a little ducked off a little bit, but he was there. For some reason they have a very good relationship. He seemed to have a lot of respect for Frank Vogel. So when you take all of that into account, man, I say you get a man. He's earned his extension. You don't win a championship, go through what he went through, and don't at least get an extension. For real, how do you go through everything that man went through and he don't get an extension? So yes, I think the Lakers should extend it. Do I think he's the perfect coach? Nah, I think he do. I think sometimes he does struggle with that. I got this player, this star power type of player, and I need to get him. You know, even if the situation don't call, I need to get him. You know, that playing time, get him in a rhythm. Because like for example, sitting Montrez the other day, and the thing was, oh well, we need to keep all three centers sharp. To me, I didn't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like that because I'm like, well, hell, what if one center is just sucking? You might want to have that other one available to play. So I didn't really like that. I think Montrezl Harrell is definitely someone who can be an energizer, spark plug, someone that can really pick the team up sometime. And he's very effective. But I do think, and this is my personal opinion on Montrezl Harrell, I think Montrezl Harrell can get in his head a little bit. And when he feel like things are not going a certain way, I think he can get down on himself or kind of throw his hands up with it. Because I follow him on Instagram and some of his posts are alarming. I'm a fan of Montrezl. I love that mentality he got. I come from nothing mentality. I got me versus the world mentality. I love it. So I didn't like that move by Frank Vogel. I felt like, and him being a defensive coach, against the Mavs, he didn't really adjust too well. But you can nitpick it all at every coach if you want to. I can go down the line and nitpick at your favorites, from Frank Vogel to Greg Popovich to Rick Carlisle. You can nitpick all you want. But the fact of the matter is, you look at what's been thrown on his plate, what was given to Frank Vogel. Not only did he get thrown into a situation where people say the organization was dysfunctional. I said that, I know. Now you got a superstar LeBron James. Then you bring in AD. Now you go from a guy who was just trying to keep a team afloat at his previous stop to now everybody look like you better win a chip. You better win a chip. So I think he's earned his contract. I think he earned an extension. I mean, you look at what they put on his plate. And he took all of it in stride. And then not only that, but he took a high-powered offensive team, because a team with LeBron and AD is high-powered offense, and said, you're going to play defense. Defense is going to be our calling card. And like it or not, they're still one of the top, if not the top-rated defensive team in the NBA right now. Offense win games, defense win championships, baby. So, yes, he came in with a defensive philosophy, and now the offense is struggling, but that'll be corrected. You assume when AD is back to AD and LeBron is back on the court, that offense will be corrected. But defense is his calling card, and he's among the top in the NBA. So you got to give him that. So, yes, Frankie V has earned his extension. Let me know if you agree with me down in the comments. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, you guys be great, man.